a few months later and a Premier Access Disney Plus release later, the live-action Mulan is now readily available for all subscribers to Disney Plus. Now, this is a movie I was actually going to go see for my 21st birthday back in the 27th of March, because that's when it was originally supposed to release. We were going to see it in the cinema. But we never got around to seeing it because of you-know-what. And, yeah. So, I'm going to keep an open mind about this. So, yeah, here's hoping Mulan is good. So about 2 hours later, and I give it a thumbs kind of in the middle, more down. I wasn't really the biggest fan of the Mulan remake. I thought, credit where it's due. Unlike the 2019 Lion King remake by Jon Favreau, where it's literally just a shot-by-shot remake of the 1994 classic film, and even to some extent with Guy Ritchie's Aladdin and Bill Condon's Beauty and the Beast, where, yeah, they did some things differently, they still copied some scenes from the original films. I'll admit, Mulan actually did some things differently. And some of the cinematography was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was an absolutely beautiful movie to look at, for the most part, and I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, there were some stunning shots in Mulan, and that's pretty much all I have to say, because, oh man, I mean, I did say the cinematography was excellent. The editing, on the other hand, is atrocious. I mean, during fight scenes, the scenes just keep on cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. It's a bit of an eyesore that you don't really know what's going on. And sometimes, the editing's not just bad in the fight scenes, it's also bad in other parts of the film. Like, for example, at one point, a short scene would take place in the characters, like, there's at some point where the group of characters go to a settlement, and it's at daytime, and it's only for, like, less than a minute, then at the snap of a finger, it's at night. I'm like, what happened? Like, there was just no cohesion with the editing. And also, Mulan, you know how people say that Rey is basically this perfect character in the sequel trilogy? And I don't entirely agree, but I still stand by the fact that she wasn't able to beat that she shouldn't have been able to beat Kylo Ren easily on Starkiller Base. Mulan basically makes me want to look at Rey and apologize to her, because basically Mulan does all those jumps, she does all these kicks like she has the Force, and she dodges arrows left, right, front, and center like she's Neo from the Matrix. And yeah, basically everyone's invincible in this film. The good guys are invincible, and because of that, I can't for the life of me get invested in the fight scenes. And there's also one point where the action gets so ridiculous. There's one ridiculous move towards the end that made me shout, "What?" when I was watching it, and I would not recommend. It's not the worst live action Disney remake. I mean, Lion King gets that title by a country mile. I still didn't think this film was any good. I probably dodged a bullet for my birthday. So, in terms of how I'd rank it, I'd give it a D. I honestly wouldn't waste your time with Mulan.